Welcome to the AI Story Narrator channel.
I'm really exhausted, I thought as I checked the time on my wristwatch. It read 11:55 p.m., and I was eager to get home. The late shift at work had left me drained, and I had little patience for social interactions at that moment. As I waited at the dimly lit bus stop in a quiet part of town, I couldn't help but notice the solitude that enveloped the streets. Most of the shops were closed, their lights creating a faint glow in the darkness. The occasional vehicle passed by, but the night held an eerie stillness. My thoughts wandered as I waited, occasionally interrupted by glances at the digital sign above me, displaying estimated departure times. Expecting to see the usual 5 minutes or perhaps a delayed 10 minutes, I was taken aback when I realized I hadn't registered any numbers at all. I did a double take and read what I had initially missed. The next bus is not real. Do not board. I blinked, looking around for any sign of mischief or someone lurking nearby. To my relief, there was nothing out of the ordinary, just the same empty street and the bus stop's surroundings. I decided to wait. It was almost midnight. Right on schedule, the bus arrived, a minute past midnight. Its exterior was lit, but the interior remained dark. I couldn't make out any passengers or even the driver's face. I greeted the driver, though I knew they couldn't see me, and found an empty seat. Almost immediately, I noticed that the bus was skipping stops and taking wrong turns. Panic welled up in me. Had I mistakenly boarded the wrong bus? I knew that my usual bus was the only one running this late, but I tried to convince myself that road closures might have led to this strange route. After about 10 minutes, we circled back to the very stop I'd boarded at. Ahead, I saw the bus I was supposed to be on. The lights inside were on, and passengers were waiting. I raised my voice, "Excuse me, can I get off? I think I'm on the wrong bus." No one replied as our bus slowly passed the correct one. Inside, passengers stared ahead, their faces marked by distress. The bus driver was talking to a group of paramedics huddled around an injured person just out of sight. I stood up, trying to press the bell, but the sign lit up with a single word, "Stopping," and then immediately turned off. Repeated attempts yielded no response. "I need to," I began to say when the bus suddenly accelerated, throwing me back into my seat. The wheels screeched as we took a sharp corner without slowing down. Panic surged through me as we accelerated even further. "What are you doing?" I yelled in distress. The driver spoke for the first time, "I don't know." The world outside became a blur, and I feared for my life. The speed was unparalleled. I couldn't see any reference point in the dark void outside the windows. Then, abruptly, the bus came to a halt, and I tumbled forward. I stood up, wincing from the pain in my nose. As my dizziness subsided, I realized we were outside my home, not the bus stop I usually disembark at. The doors gently opened, and despite my desire to flee, I found myself walking to the front of the bus. I turned to the shrouded driver. "Thank you," I muttered, stepping onto the pavement. The doors closed behind me, and the bus drove away into the night. I glanced at my watch. It was a minute past midnight.
If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.